Welcome, everyone. Today's video might change the way you think about learning English forever, because this is not just another English tutorial. This is not a list of boring grammar rules or confusing vocabulary tips. This is not a video that will waste your time. This video is a complete, practical, and smart guide that shows you exactly how to use ChatGPT, the most advanced language tool in the world, to become fluent in English. No matter what your level is right now, whether you're a complete beginner who can't speak a single sentence, or someone who understands English but can't speak confidently, or someone who wants to take their English from okay to excellent, this video is for you. Because for the first time in your life, you now have a tool that is available 24 hours a day, speaks perfect English, answers any question, corrects your mistakes, never judges you, and gives you personalized learning instantly. And that tool is ChatGPT. But here's the truth. Most people don't know how to use it properly. They open it, ask a question, and close it. They don't realize that this one tool can become your private English tutor, speaking partner, grammar coach, vocabulary trainer, confidence booster, and even your daily motivation if you know how to use it the right way. It can replace books, courses, apps, and even classrooms. It's like carrying the world's best English teacher in your pocket, and it never gets tired. But only if you use it smartly. These are not random tips. These are real, actionable, and proven techniques that you can start using immediately after this video, at home, for free, on your own time. And I want to make one promise. By the end of this video, you won't just have information, you'll have a clear plan. You'll have real techniques. And most importantly, you'll have hope. Hope that, yes, even if you failed before, even if you feel slow or embarrassed, even if everyone laughs at your English, you can still learn, you can still grow, and you can still become fluent. Because this time, you're not doing it alone. Let's begin. Step 1. Use ChatGPT as your personal speaking partner. One of the biggest reasons people fail to speak English is simple. They have no one to practice with. Maybe your friends don't speak English. Maybe you're too shy to speak in front of others. Maybe you make mistakes and people laugh. Maybe you're just afraid of saying something wrong, and because of that, your English remains trapped inside your mind. You understand, but you can't express. You know the words, but your tongue doesn't move. You learn every day, but when it's time to speak, you freeze. This is where ChatGPT becomes a game changer. You can now have an English conversation anytime you want, at midnight, in the morning, during lunch, before sleep. It's always available. And it never gets tired, but most importantly, it never judges you. Now, let's get practical. Here's how to use ChatGPT as your personal speaking partner. Type this to ChatGPT, let's have a simple English conversation. I'm a beginner. You ask me questions. I'll answer. Please correct my mistakes after each reply. This one. Prompt opens the door to real communication. For example, ChatGPT, hi, how are you today? You. I good. ChatGPT, thanks for your reply. A small correction instead of I good. Say I'm good. Keep going. Now you're not just chatting. You're learning, correcting, speaking, building fluency without fear. Another example for more advanced learners. Pretend you're my friend from the US. Let's talk in casual English about daily life. Correct me only if I make big grammar mistakes. This helps you build real, natural fluency. Let's say ChatGPT. Hey, how was your weekend? It was amazing. I gone to the beach with my cousin. ChatGPT, awesome. Just a small fix. Say I went to the beach instead of I gone to the beach. You're doing great. See the difference. You're not memorizing grammar rules. You're living the language. You're practicing like you're talking to a real person. If you're nervous to type, you can also say, "Please ask me 5 questions in English one by one. Wait for my answer before asking the next. Correct my answer before going to the next question." This builds slow, controlled fluency, perfect for absolute beginners. Now, when you speak to ChatGPT daily, your fear goes away. Your mouth gets trained. You learn real sentence patterns. You see your own progress day by day. You feel excited to speak again tomorrow. And best of all, you're never interrupted, never judged, and never rushed. ChatGPT gives you the space and the support that real classrooms never gave. Even if you speak broken English, it listens. Even if your grammar is wrong, it corrects you politely. Even if you stop and restart, it waits. You don't need to be fluent to start. You become fluent because you start. You could practice English for 3 years in school and still feel scared to speak. But if you practice speaking with ChatGPT every day, even for 2 minutes, you will speak better in 3 months than you did in 3 years. Because this is not theory. This is not passive watching. This is real, live, private, fearless speaking practice. And the best part, it's free, it's private, and it's yours. Use it. Practice with it. And you'll never say, "I have no one to speak with," ever again. Step 2. Use ChatGPT as your personal sentence corrector and explainer. In Step 1, you learned how to use ChatGPT to practice speaking with confidence, like having a real conversation partner. But now we go even deeper. Because if you speak English but don't know what's wrong with your sentence, write a paragraph but can't figure out the grammar mistake, translate something and don't know why it sounds unnatural, then your progress becomes slow, confusing, and frustrating. You keep wondering, is this sentence correct? Why is my English not sounding natural? Why do native speakers say it differently? And worst of all, you stop improving because you're afraid of making the same mistakes again and again, and no one is correcting you. This is why Step 2 is so powerful. Because now you will use ChatGPT as your private sentence correction coach who doesn't just fix your sentence, but also explains exactly what went wrong and why. And this explanation, this understanding, is the key to permanent improvement. Let me show you exactly how to do it. Technique 1. Correct my sentence and explain why. You simply go to ChatGPT and type, "Here's my sentence. I am go to market yesterday. Is this correct? If not, please correct it and explain why." Now look at what happens. ChatGPT might reply, "Pop, your sentence has a grammar mistake." The correct version is, "I went to the market." Why? Because when you talk about the past, you must use past tense. Am go is not correct. Went is the past tense of go. So the sentence becomes, "I went to the market yesterday." This is not just correction, this is education. You're learning the grammar rule, the tense, The reason how to avoid the mistake next time. Let's go deeper. Technique 2. Fix my paragraph. You don't have to ask about one sentence only. You can give ChatGPT a full paragraph and ask the, please check my paragraph and correct all grammar and unnatural phrases. Then explain the major changes you made. Example input. Yesterday I going to college and I meet my teacher. She tell me that exam is coming and I should study hardly. ChatGPT corrects it. Yesterday I went to college and met my teacher. She told me that the exam is coming and I should study hard. Then explains, I going wrong tense should be I went. I meet past event should be I met. She tell me past should be told me study hardly wrong word should be study hard, because hardly means almost not at all. Now imagine you get this type of clarity every day. You will never repeat the same mistake, start thinking in correct grammar, automatically understand why English works the way it works. That's how fluency grows, not by guessing, but by understanding. Technique 3. Compare my version with native speaker version. This is one of the most underrated tricks for becoming fluent and natural in English. Type this to ChatGPT. Here is my sentence. I'm very tired because too much work. Please rewrite it like a native speaker would say it in natural English. Then explain the difference. ChatGPT might say, native version, I'm exhausted because I had a lot of work. Then it explains, very tired is correct, but exhausted sounds more natural and expressive. Too much work is okay, but I had a lot of work sounds smoother in conversation. I'm very tired. Missing the verb am should be I'm very tired. With this method, you're not just learning grammar. You're learning how real people speak, which is the secret to sounding fluent and confident. You stop sounding robotic. You stop sounding textbook. You start sounding alive, clear, and real. Technique 4. Translate and get it fixed. If you still think in your native language and then try to speak English, that's okay. It's part of the journey. But you must train your brain to move from direct translation to natural English. By doing this every day, you stop making translation errors and start thinking like a native speaker. Every time you write something in ChatGPT and ask for correction, save the reply. Make a personal file called My English Corrections. Review it every weekend. Why? Because repeated mistakes become permanent unless you correct them again and again until they disappear. And now you have the perfect tool to fix them daily, kindly, instantly, and with full understanding. Let's imagine two learners. Learner A watches English videos and writes a few sentences, but never checks if they're correct. He keeps making the same mistakes for years. Learner B writes one sentence a day, but always asks ChatGPT, please check this sentence, fix it, and explain why. Obviously, Learner B, because progress in English is not about doing more, it's about doing it right. And now, you have the ability to do it right every single time, with zero cost and zero fear. You don't need to be perfect to start. You don't need to memorize grammar books. You just need to start writing and then asking, is this correct? Can you help me fix it? Please explain why. And ChatGPT will never say no. Step 3. Use ChatGPT to grow your vocabulary with context, examples, and real life usage. Let's be honest, vocabulary is one of the biggest problems for English learners. Not because learners don't want to improve, but because they don't know how to grow vocabulary the right way. Here's what most people do. They search on Google, 10 new English words. They write them in a notebook. They try to memorize them like school homework, and after 1 week, they forget everything. Why? Because they only read the word, but they never feel the word. They know the definition, but they don't know how it sounds in real life. They collect words, but they never build connection or emotion with those words. That's why in this step, I'll show you how to use ChatGPT to learn vocabulary in a way your brain remembers. See it used in real-life situations. Practice it daily through smart methods. Make it part of your speaking naturally, without memorizing. This is not about collecting words. This is about living with them, practicing with them, and owning them. Let's begin. Technique 1. Learn 5 to 10 words in context, not in isolation. Instead of asking, "Give me 10 English words," ask ChatGPT, "Give me 10 daily life English words with simple meanings and examples." Use each word in a situation I can understand. Now watch the transformation. Instead of giving you a boring list like abandon, acquire, evaluate, ChatGPT will give you this: abandon, meaning to leave something or someone behind. Sentence: he had to abandon his car in the storm and walk home. Context: you're stuck in heavy rain and your car breaks down. You can't drive anymore, so you leave it and go. Now, this word is not just a word, it's a story. You saw it. You felt it. You understood it. You understood it. Your brain will now remember it, not because you memorized it, but because it made emotional sense. Technique 2. Build vocabulary by topic. Don't learn random words. Your brain needs themes to organize memory. Ask ChatGPT, "Teach me 7 English words related to food and eating with example sentences and situations." Give me 10 emotional vocabulary words people use in relationships with natural examples. Teach me 5 advanced words to talk about sadness with simple definitions and real life situations. Let's do one together. Ask, "Give me 5 emotional words people use in relationships." ChatGPT might give affect sentence: he showed his affection by remembering her favorite coffee every morning. Situation: a boyfriend remembers tiny things. That's affection. Neglect, meaning not giving enough attention or care. Sentence: she felt neglected when he stopped replying to her texts. Situation: you understand the emotion. When vocabulary is emotional, themed, and visual, it becomes permanent because the brain remembers stories, not just sounds. Technique 3. Personalize vocabulary to your life. This is one of the most powerful ways to use ChatGPT that almost nobody is doing. Asking me 10 English words that I can use to talk about my daily routine: waking up, eating, working, relaxing, with example sentences. Why is this so effective? Because now the vocabulary is immediately useful. You're not learning difficult words like relinquish or benevolent. You're learning things you can actually say today, like get up. I get up at 7 a.m. every morning. Brush. I brush my teeth while listening to music. Prepare. I prepare breakfast for my family. Now imagine you practice those 10 words every morning by describing your day to ChatGPT. In 1 month, you're not just learning new words, you're thinking in English without trying. And that's how fluency happens. Technique 4. Make ChatGPT quiz you. Learning vocabulary without testing it is like lifting weights once and expecting muscles. You need repetition. You need feedback. Type, "Give me a vocabulary quiz of 5 questions using the words we learned today." Ask one question at a time. Wait for my answer. Then tell me if I'm right and explain. ChatGPT, what does affection mean? A. Anger. B. Care and love. C. Hunger. D. Excitement you be ChatGPT, correct. Affection means care and love. Great job. Next question. Now you're learning and testing in a fun, private, judgment-free way. No teacher. No exam pressure. Just you, your brain, and daily growth. Technique 5. Use it in a sentence and ask for feedback. Once you learn new words, your goal should not be to memorize. Your goal is to use them in real conversation. Type, "I just learned the word neglect. I will now use it in 3 different sentences. Please check if I'm using it correctly and give me feedback. You, I neglect my homework. My boss neglect the team. She neglects her health these days." ChatGPT corrects you. Sentence 1, incorrect. Correction, my boss neglects the team. Explanation, use neglects with third person singular he, she, it. Add s. Sentence 2, perfect usage. Now you're not only learning, you're mastering, because learning a word once means nothing, but using it confidently means everything. Type, create a 30-day vocabulary challenge for English learners. Each day should include 5 words, example sentences, and a small task to practice them. ChatGPT might give, Day 1, words, wake, wash, eat, go, work. Sentences, I wake up at 6. I wash my face. I eat breakfast. I go to work. I work until 5. Task, write 3 sentences using today's words and say them aloud. Now, every day becomes a mission. Every morning, you grow 5% better. And in 30 days, you will have 150 plus new words that you can use without fear. You don't need to know 5,000 words. You need to use 500 words correctly in real life. And ChatGPT is the only tool that gives you new words, explains them in simple English, uses them in stories, tests you with quizzes, checks your mistakes, helps you remember by using them. Again and again, it's not a dictionary. It's a personal vocabulary trainer. Use it wisely, and you'll never feel stuck for words again. Words are not power. Words you can use are power. And if you want to express your feelings, your thoughts, your dreams in English, you need the right words in your mouth, not just in your notebook. ChatGPT will give them to you, and with daily use, those words will become your own. Step 4. Use ChatGPT to practice real life English situations. Hamsid, your ChatGPT. If your goal is to speak English in the real world, not just in exams or textbooks, then you need one thing that schools never give you: real life English practice. Because here's the truth, you don't become fluent just by learning grammar. You don't become fluent by memorizing 1,000 words. You become fluent when you can respond to real people in real situations. And the only way to prepare for real life is to simulate real life. But most learners don't have access to that. No English speaking friends, no native speakers around them. No environment where they can practice how to speak in shops, at airports, with customers, or in interviews. This is where ChatGPT becomes your personal English simulator. And this is one of the most advanced, powerful ways to use it. Let me show you exactly how to do it, step by step. Technique 1. Practice common. Situations role play. You can ask ChatGPT. Pretend you are a waiter at a restaurant and I'm a customer. Let's have a natural English conversation. You speak first and wait for my reply each time. ChatGPT, hello. Welcome to our restaurant. May I take your order? You. Yes. ID. Like a cheese sandwich and orange juice, please. ChatGPT. Great choice. Would you like anything else? You? No? That's all. Thank you. What's happening here? You are learning natural sentence flow, politeness in tone, vocabulary related to food, ordering, customer service, not robotic English. You are not just reading English. You are living English. Technique 2. Practice job interviews. Ask ChatGPT. Act like a hiring manager. Interview me for the role of customer service executive. Ask one question at a time. Wait for my answer. Then give feedback and ask the next. About yourself. You. Answer ChatGPT. That's a good start. Try adding more about your experience. Next question. Why do you want to work in customer service? Each round builds your confidence. Each reply teaches you how to structure answers, use formal tone and professional language. And you do all of this without fear of failure. No one is watching. You're growing quietly, confidently, powerfully. Technique 3. Practice daily conversations. Ask ChatGPT. Let's chat like we are two friends meeting after a long time. Keep the language friendly, casual. ChatGPT. Hey, long time no see. How have you been? You. Answer ChatGPT. Wow, that sounds exciting. Are you still working at the same place? Now you're building the most underrated skill in English learning, the ability to sound natural in conversation. You're learning how to ask and answer, casually express feelings. Keep the conversation going, avoid robotic speech. Become the kind of speaker who doesn't just speak English, you connect in English. Technique 4. Practice difficult conversations. You can also use ChatGPT to practice situations where emotions are involved. For example, say, act like you're my manager. I want to request a day off politely. Pretend you are a friend who hurt me. I want to express my feelings respectfully. You are a neighbor, and I'm asking you to turn down the music. Why is this important? Because real life is not always polite. Sometimes you must express emotions, and ChatGPT gives you the perfect space to. Learn how to stay respectful while being assertive. Use emotionally intelligent phrases. Solve misunderstandings in English. This is where learners become truly confident communicators. Technique 5. Simulate travel and public situations. Act like an immigration officer. Ask me questions I should expect. I'm checking into a hotel. You are the receptionist. Let's have a natural conversation. I want to buy a train ticket. Act like a ticket counter person. Each time, ChatGPT creates a full conversation scenario. This prepares you for traveling abroad, dealing with customer service, booking hotels, handling emergencies, talking to strangers. The best part, you can do this at home, anytime, anywhere. It's like having a full English world inside your screen. People often say, I can understand English, but I can't speak it. Here's the truth. You can't speak English because you've never practiced speaking English in real-life situations. And now you have that power. You have ChatGPT. You have every possible conversation available to you, on demand, and you can practice until you feel ready for the real world. You don't need to wait for someone to help you. You can create your English world right now and live inside it until English feels like home. This is fluency. This is transformation. And this is what Step 4 gives you, forever. Step 5. Ask ChatGPT to teach you English based on your level. Let's connect it. Now go even deeper into a method that most learners never think about, but that can change everything: personalized English learning. Because here's the problem: most learners follow one-size-fits-all English lessons. They read generic articles, watch random videos, and try to learn at someone else's pace. The result: they feel confused. The lessons feel too hard or too easy. They lose motivation and quit. But what if I told you that now, for the first time, you can have your own private English teacher who teaches you based on your exact level? Not too easy, not too hard. Perfectly designed for you. That's what Step 5 is all about. And ChatGPT can do it better than any school or app. Technique 1. Ask for a customized English lesson. Say this to ChatGPT. I'm an A2 level English learner. Teach me a 20-minute English lesson for today. Include 1 grammar point, 5 useful words, 1 short reading, and 3 sentences for speaking practice. You'll instantly receive a full lesson. Grammar: present continuous when something is happening now. Vocabulary: eat, cook, wash, sleep, work reading. A short paragraph: he is working now. She is sleeping in her room. Why is this powerful? Because now your learning is clear. You know what you're doing today. Simple, no confusion. No jumping around. Targeted, it matches your level. And every day you can say, give me a new 20-minute lesson today. Focus on past tense, or make it harder today. I want more advanced sentences. Now, you're not just learning English. You're building your own English learning system. And you are the boss. Technique 2. Ask for progress tracking. This is where it becomes even more serious. Say, help me build a weekly plan to improve my English. Give me daily tasks based on my level, and increase the difficulty slowly every week. ChatGPT gives you a plan like Week 1 Monday, learn 10 daily words plus write 3 sentences. Tuesday, read a short story plus answer 5 questions. Wednesday, speak with ChatGPT for 15 minutes about your routine. Thursday, learn 1 grammar point plus practice examples. Friday, review the week plus take a mini quiz. Week 2, slightly harder words, longer readings, more complex. Because consistency is more powerful than intensity. Learning English for 20 minutes every day is more effective than trying to study 4 hours on Sunday. This system gives you structure. It removes decision fatigue. It creates momentum. And when you see your own growth, when you realize, I couldn't do this last week, but I can do it now, that is when your confidence becomes unstoppable. Technique 3. Tell ChatGPT what you struggle with. Don't hide your problems. Be honest with ChatGPT. It won't judge you. Say, I struggle with making long sentences. I always get stuck after 5 words. Please teach me how to grow my sentences slowly and correctly. Or I don't understand articles like and the. Can you give me a simple lesson with examples? Or, I can speak, but I don't feel natural. Help me sound more fluent in casual English. And ChatGPT will give you a personalized solution every time. No waiting, no judgment, no cost. Just pure support whenever you need it. You are not weak because you are still learning English. You are strong because you're still trying. And now, with the power of ChatGPT, you are no longer. You have a system. You have control. You have the ability to learn what you need, when you need it, at the level that's right for you. This is not school. This is not a textbook. This is your personal English. Evolution and you are in charge of it. Let the world follow one path. You will build your own with confidence, clarity, and progress. That's the promise of step 5. And that's how you make English your language, not just a subject. Let's talk like two best friends. I'll share my thoughts about something personal. Ask me follow-up questions. Help me explain better and keep the conversation flowing. Only use English. Now, ChatGPT becomes your thought mirror. Let's say you start with, I feel confused about my future. I want to improve myself but don't know where to start. ChatGPT responds, thank you for sharing that. What part of your life do you want to improve most right now? Your career, your habits, or your confidence? Now, you reply with more details. This continues until you're thinking aloud in English, like you're talking to a close friend. No grammar exercises. No vocabulary tests. Just pure, natural thought. This is how you build real inner fluency, and it changes everything. Technique 3. Describe your day to ChatGPT in real time. Open ChatGPT once in the morning and type, let's do a 5-minute session. I'll describe everything I do in English, and you help me correct and improve my sentences. Changes. Then start, I just woke up. I brushed my teeth. I'm going to make tea now. ChatGPT replies, perfect. You can also say, I got up just now, or I'm about to make tea. Keep going. Do this. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at lunch, 5 minutes before bed. And without even realizing, you'll start seeing your routine in English. You'll start preparing your thoughts in English. You'll wake up thinking, today, I have to go to the bank, instead of translating it in your head. This is next level brain training, and it rewires your subconscious. Technique 4. Ask ChatGPT to test your thinking speed type. Ask me 5 personal English questions, one by one. Give me only 10 seconds to answer each. After each answer, tell me if it was natural or not. ChatGPT asks, what's your favorite season and why? You answer quickly. ChatGPT gives feedback. Then, next question. This builds your speed, your clarity, and your mental reaction time. Because fluency is not just knowing words, it's knowing what to say when you're under pressure. And this daily practice gives you the mental muscles to do exactly that. If you're still translating everything in your head, that's okay. But you can't stay there forever. Translation is the boat that gets you across the river. But one day, you must step off the boat and walk. And when you do, when English becomes your first reaction, your natural thought process, that's when everything becomes easier. You stop freezing in interviews. You stop panicking in conversations. You stop second-guessing yourself. You simply speak because now you think in English, And ChatGPT makes that journey faster, smarter, and more powerful than ever before. You made it to the end of the most important video you will ever watch about learning English. And now, you have. No excuses, no confusion, no reason to stay stuck because I just gave you the exact blueprint. IFE. Changing methods, 10 proven techniques, 10 powerful tools to rebuild your confidence, your fluency, and your identity from the ground up. No more waiting. No more fear. No more saying, start now. Use ChatGPT not as a shortcut, but as your training ground, not as a cheat code, but as your classroom, your battlefield, your safe place, your future. And remember, this isn't just about English. This is about becoming the person you were always meant to be, someone who speaks with courage, lives without limits, and never again apologizes for their voice. If this video helped you, save it, watch it again, practice every step, and send it to someone else who feels broken, stuck, or silent. Because we are not just here to learn English, we are here to rise through English. Subscribe to this channel because this is not the end. It's just the beginning of your new life. And may God bless your journey with clarity, courage, and unstoppable growth. Now go, speak, and never look back.